directly related to our advertising work in a way because it's advertising Luzon lingerie. Luzon lingerie. So before I watched this, I didn't know that Southern Tagalog produced this one. From a historical point of view also, historical appreciation of our history, we were under the Americans. So it was an American entrepreneur who was doing this. So it's nice to see. Have you been into a mall, department store, when the sales ladies leave the room, leave the office, or leave their stores? Have you been in a back door of a department store? Okay. It's only now that I realize that they've been doing that ever since. Because I've been into Fisher Mall in Quezon Ave. I was supposed to I was doing a video blog on Fisher Mall. I haven't finished it yet. So they allowed me to go inside also in the back doors of the mall. And the sales ladies, before they leave, this is being done to them. There's a platform, they have to step up, and then they will be frisked by the security guard, a lady security guard for the ladies, to check if there's no shoplifting happening. So same here, no? Shoplifting is being monitored also closely. It's black and white. So when this film was probably shown, there was no music first. The usual presentation of this is there is no recorded music. It would be with a live music, usually with a piano player, the piano. So somebody would play a piano, maybe a guitar, or maybe would sing. Maybe somebody would sing like this while the movie is being shown in a theater. Okay. So if you see things like this that interest you and you think it is connected to our job to study advertising, more importantly, if you see something that stimulates ideas in your mind, take note of it. In fact, I will be requiring one thing. I'll be requiring some kind of a notebook from you, or a sketchbook, or a scrapbook, okay, of your ideas. Ideas, they come like a bird perching in a tree or in a branch that is very close to you, and you see that bird. If you go too close to the bird, that bird will fly away. If you don't try to remember the scene, then the experience of that bird perching very close to you would have been lost forever. And that's the same with inspiration. That's the same with ideas. Ideas come to you anywhere, anytime. Right? Have you experienced that? They come to you, the ideas and the inspiration come to you anywhere, anytime, anything you are doing. You may be in the comfort room, doing your daily chores, and an idea pops in. You may be in the LRT, just taking a ride. Idea pops in. Now, what do you do to capture that bird? What do you do to capture that idea? And that is by the use of a notebook, or taking note of it at least. At least one word. At least one word. As long as it will help you remember the idea, capture the idea. So, a notebook is okay. Okay, a notebook, if you have any kind of notebook, I will not require or specify the kind of collection of your ideas. Like for me, I have several notebooks, but I keep leaving them when I need it. I don't have it. But what I find useful somehow is the phone. Your phone would have notes, right? Would have notes, and it's handy. You can do it whenever um, you can. But the notebook is also okay. The good thing about the notebook is that, and the pen, is that you can do visual things. You can probably sketch something immediately or make some diagram. Do whatever it takes to help you remember that idea. Okay? I haven't used one, but in the iPad I can, using drawing tools. But somehow it hasn't been too easy for me. The notebook and pen is easier. So if you have a sketch pad handy, but the presentation, I will leave that up to you. But I will require some kind of a notebook, a sketch pad or something, or a scrapbook. At the end of the semester, or even from time to time, it's better from time to time. I will see what have you been thinking about. Okay. Like for me, just this morning, what did I jot down? Okay. In my notes. Okay. Sometimes you will notice that you've always wanted to do something but have not gotten around to do it. Have you felt that? No? I've always wanted to do this. When do you do it? See? So that I think the first step is to write about a word. Write a word. Like for me, I want to learn Spanish. We don't have Spanish anymore, but when we were in college, we have Spanish. 6 units of Spanish. And I enjoyed the classes. ¿Qué pasa? Yo estoy encantado de la vida. What's happening? I am very happy today. So, I don't know how I passed the subject, but what I did was to remember certain lines and put it in some kind of a script, which the class enjoyed and the teacher enjoyed it also. So, but of course, there's an oral exam for Spanish. Now, I've jotted it in several occasions, but now I jot it down in a more different way. Probably because, not probably, but because I am now teaching at UST. Because we live our heritage as the University of Santo Tomas is strictly as the Royal University of the Philippines. Diba? We were founded by the King of Spain in 1611. So that gives me more reason now, see? That gives me more reason to learn Spanish further and more seriously. And I remember a friend from Bahrain who is now also in Baguio City, who is available to teach me Spanish. So I will try to coordinate. So these are things to help me remember to do what I want to do. Now, how is it related to advertising? Many things. For example, maybe somebody will give me a project related to Spanish promotion. Like for example, do you know that we have a visiting Spanish professor in the College of Arts and Letters? We have a visiting Spanish professor. And how did I find out about that? From here. Did you read your Varsitarian? No? Okay. Who is actively involved in the Varsitarian and in other publications? No one from this class? That's what I noticed. That's what I noticed. How come only the College of Arts and Letters are active here? When we are involved in the communications industry also. So, as an incentive for everybody, I'm not requiring, of course, but if one of your works is published here, for sure I will give credit to it in whatever form. If it's an ad, a photograph, a drawing, an article, a letter to the editor. So this is where I found the article, the news that we have a visiting professor from Spain. So maybe one of these days I'll be contacting him and we will be conversing here in UST in Spanish. I hope I'll be able to do that. I want you to pay special attention to language. Filipino, English, Spanish, or even our local dialects. Cebuano, Ilagan, Ilocano, Ibanag. Tatay mo, Ibanag? From, Ilocano. My father is Ibanag. Aninagan mo. Anonoy. Aninga maba. Arabic. That was my tendency whenever I try to speak some of the phrases and eventually deeply learn the language. Why? As I've mentioned, the more intelligences you develop, the better you will be at what? What is our work here? What is our work? Advertising in particular. What are we supposed to really do? Visual communication? What's AdPrac for? Concept development. Concept development. Conceptualization. Diba? Concept. So when we talk of concept, it's highly thinking. Diba? It's highly thinking. So, the more you think about other things, the more your brain will be able to think in different patterns, in different ways. You think in words, you think in sounds, you think in nature, you think in visuals. And the brain has a natural way of integrating all these things to come up with an original concept. Okay, concept. So we are in the third meeting. I wish to see every day that you are conceptualizing. In whatever, no small thing here. By the way, no, in concept development, there is no such thing as a silly thing. In fact, the silliest could be the most brilliant of all your ideas. So this is the class where you can be wacky, you can think, you can forget about everything you have learned before and try to think new ones. Okay? What else have I written here? Yes, I have several, but I guess that's sufficient for now. So take note, the notebook or sketchpad or scrapbook. So do not throw away your scratch papers. Okay? Do not throw away your scratch papers. Just keep them first, and then at the end of, as early as possible, I will take a look at it. My problem is my wallet. My wallet is always filled with scratch paper. If I need to jot down something, I don't have my phone with me, but I have a pen. Usually, I get phone numbers of people. Why? Because when you talk to other people, more ideas will come to your mind. Okay? And in the same manner, wouldn't it be a good compliment, a very nice compliment, if somebody tells another person that, I've talked with somebody from UST Advertising Practice taking up advertising practice 4. And you know what? Because of my 5-minute conversation with her, I've been inspired to think also. And he has a lot of ideas, and I would like to talk to him again, or her again. Wouldn't you like that kind of a compliment also? Okay? So, notebook. Okay, so I guess it's time to see what you have done. Let's have a photo op and okay. So who would like to be the, can you be our photographer? What? Yes? What is your name? Huh? What's your name? Lisa? Lisa. Triza. Triza. Oh, Triza. Yeah. Right. Triza will be our photographer.